What's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. Real quick, let's talk about organizing your data. So we're going to be talking about it from the view of a spreadsheet because this is one of the most used tools of working with data, and it's also the wild west. You can pretty much do anything you want, anyhow you want, but it doesn't always allow for a good structure of your data, which leads to some bad data management practices. So let's look at this example right here, which is a bad example, but I see it a lot. So on this first column, what we have is typically a category or a breakout group, and then all of the other columns are headed by some other group. So every row is defined as a date here, but everything within the sort of matrix of those two, that first column, that top row, are values. So this is more like a pivot table or a crosstab table. And it's bad because this can actually go on for forever. You can just keep adding dates to it, and it's hard to manage. It gets really big. It's not how traditional databases are set up. It doesn't provide a lot of structure, and it also doesn't allow you to use more advanced features in other systems or even in the sheet or the spreadsheet that you're working in. So for example, in Google Sheets, this would not be good for working with the query function because the query likes to look for explicit columns. So what do we do instead? What we want to do is basically categorize everything. So what's the finest detail of data you're looking at? In this case, we're looking at a combination of date and a type of expense. So we want to actually start with the date column and list all of the dates down and basically make it like a transaction list. Now this scares people sometimes because we're looking at dates and we're seeing duplicates, but what this is actually doing is saying, I know everything here is a date. I know everything here is a text and it's a category or a group. Everything here is a text and it's a subgroup of the category. And then everything in here is a value. So I could easily say, show me any value that's greater than $25. Show me any value or any record that is in the category of travel. Show me any value that's within this date range. So by creating that structure, we can actually create this table very easily. So I suggest thinking of this as more of your output, your report, your visualization. But when you're thinking about organizing and storing your data, you want to think about it more like this, more like a discrete structure, and it works more vertically than it does horizontally. And that's pretty much it. It's one of the biggest tricks, and this is going to allow you to work with those greater functions like querying, any query languages, and things like Google Data Studio as well. So if you're interested in learning more about this, check out my full video that goes into a lot more detail about organizing your data, and subscribe to my channel to get more videos about Google Data Studio, Google Sheets, and just working with data in general. I hope this was helpful, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.